Welcome to the 11th edition of the GCC Group Company Call. As most of you know, I am Pasboel, the founder, owner and CEO of the GCC Group. I'm very happy to talk with you again. It's been quite some time since we made our last company call, but the silence wasn't without a reason. I should explain a few words what we've been doing during this last time. So I've been, of course, traveling a lot. You guys know that I was in the United States, or at least some of you know, a couple of times. There was a big interest in the GCC Group, and we actually soon have thousands joining from the American team, and we had great large meeting there also with big American leaders, many of them, and Linda and her team over there made a fantastic job regarding all these things that they did and the contacts they have worldwide and so on. So that's going good. And then of course Eric, our new CNO, so Chief Network Officer, he was also over there and been doing a great job in that case it was Florida, but also in his home area, England, United Kingdom, Wales, Manchester. He's been doing a great job over there. So that's seriously good. Vietnam also had a big event during the last couple of months here, where we also went and they opened their GCC coffee. It's actually really nice done. I think that, well, you should see actually the beautiful woodwork that they made in the cafe with the GCC logo everywhere. It's really great. I can show you a couple of pictures because it's quite amazing what they created there in Hanoi. Just a moment. Okay, take a look here. Good. So, in the Philippines, we also had a big meeting with about 150 different people, which was attending, and actually people were flying in from other places out there, also in Asia, attending it, and we had multiple other meetings in Manila. So the Philippines also went really great, and actually the Danish team leaders, Jan Ole and Helle, they did a huge private independent affiliate work out there. I mean, the Philippine event that they did, it was amazingly planned. It was really a great event. So thank you very much to you guys. It was really super done. And well, we've been traveling many other places also, actually, both me and the master distributor, and we've been a couple of times in Serbia also, at the Balkans here in Europe. And actually the master distributor, Sven, he is there at the moment also, and they have really a lot of interest in this 3D concept we have with everything. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in that area of the world too. So, well, generally, there's really a lot of interest in the GCC, in new places around the world, and we also see a great interest from India, which is moving good at the moment. So, some of this bit silence that there was actually because we were very busy, and even that we were traveling a lot. That was actually not the biggest reason why there was a little bit of silence. As you know, that a business environment changes, and it could be changing rapidly almost every day with different things. And when we are running a global business where we actually in a fast-growing sector with innovative 3D printing and cryptocurrencies, it makes it even more challenge him to be sure that everything is according to what it should be. But of course, we love it. It's nice with a lot of things happening around you. So we carefully observe every day the different legislations, the processes regarding the network marketing rules. The legislations, the regulations, the law rules, the court cases, everything what is happening around in the world. So we do all the time our best to stay one step ahead of those upcoming changes. And in June this year, USA enforced a new set of regulations making life for network marketing companies quite much harder. The latest history clearly shows that a lot of the things happening over there is copied to European Union and many other places in the world. So it's better to get in place right away before something happens. We are creating a long-term business, and we saw during this summer already many other multi network marketing companies getting into some trouble. There's a big good one actually got a fine of over $200 million, and well, we don't want to go in this kind of position, so we went through a lot of things to be sure that everything is according to the law. And like I say, we are creating a long-term business, and we want to protect your interests, your future earnings, and of course our vision and your dreams. So the thing is that we spent actually hundreds of hours traveling thousands of miles around to talk and have negotiations and a lot of thinking with the best international lawyers to find the optimal solution for you out there without making major changes in this thing. We have multiple confidential, very detailed conversations with these top legal advisors in the European Union, the top international marketing lawyers, so network marketing lawyers, really the top ones, and we did it to go through our entire business concept, product lines, and everything for our customers and the compensation plan. So finally we got to the point where we saw that we need to make an evolution in our company plan to make all these things safe, so to keep us safe for the future coming or upcoming legislations and so on. So it became a very urgent matter, and therefore we had to go in and look at all those things very, very carefully. See, several network marketing companies have problems right now, and it's due to these new regulations. And like I mentioned, even this good old big company got over $200 million fine. And that makes you think, when you then also see that other companies are getting closed down and others are getting letters for different things, and then we just have to do something to protect you. So actually the authorities are, let's say, kind of hounding several of these different companies at the moment, and they even closed a few during the last few months, and we didn't want to be one of those ones. So the thing is that it's extremely important to understand that a product concept has to be 100% in compliance, and not just with the law regulations, but actually also with the latest court case rulings and interpretations, to be on the safe side in several areas. And because this is a long-term business, and we want to be here also in 24 years, then it's our intention always to protect the networkers' future income. So the thing is that it's that's why it became the highest importance for us to live up to all these latest regulations, and this is both within network marketing, the law restrictions and the compliance with law. Of course, especially in the European Union and in North America, because they are the trendsetters of court cases in the world. So we have been making a lot of very cool, very great improvements to see how we can make all this so it's perfect regarding the law and the new regulations. So actually, what is the result of this? It's actually that we made a better company, better product, better thing for all of you guys out there. And we have actually created a new business strategy where we have revised the compensation plan that make us secure all long term. We've also done a lot of other things, but actually the things that we did with our compensation plan and the whole concept that we have is probably, at this moment, we are one of the only or few companies which actually, like based on network marketing, is 100% according to all the regulations in the world. It's very important to be compliant globally, and this was our goal, and this we have done. See, it's not the only good thing about this that we actually everything is 100% okay about us, but actually I can guarantee you that you will love the new changes that we made. We really went over ourselves and made something super great. I mean, seriously, I think we done things that you wouldn't expect that we would have done. So this is to say thank you for your patience and your support to us even in a hard time. And well, I believe that this is the best compensation plan ever, at least made by us. And well, we prepared it for you guys. So the thing is that, well, what is new? It looks similar to what it was before. A lot of the things is the same, but the philosophy behind it is actually a bit new. It's now easier for everyone to earn more money faster. So easier, more money and faster than it was before. And with all these attractive revised bonuses and actually added typeless bonuses, it makes it really, really compelling. It's very nice setup. So before, for example, to get a higher position in the network would entitle you to more transaction fees, binary matching. You had to like pay yourself to get it in the beginning or later by upgrading. And the new upcoming law is changing that. So people are actually not allowed to buy themselves to a higher income level or potential. They have to work themselves to the higher income potential by selling personal customer volume, so PCV as we call it. And that's actually a very fair way of doing it. So it's not something that you have to pay a higher package to be able to earn something. You can do everything by just working, and you can get everything. It's a very fair type of system. So it's much easier. And actually to get binary bonus, matching bonus and so on, then you only have to collect the PCV points, so the product customer volume points, which you get by your successful recommendations, so by yourself. So basically, if you're an active networker, you can get to the top of the sync wheel of the transaction fees simply by selling your products to customers. So the thing is that I can mention a few things here which actually made our business a lot more interesting for the ones that would like to have, let's say, money faster in hand. I'm quite sure that this will make the business explode, because before it was like this, that the old sponsor part, which is now called the first order bonus, was a 10% where half went to buy coins for and the other half went to the cash account. Now all 10% goes directly to your cash account. That's a good one. And then you decide what you want to do with it. So that's a double up. But actually we're doing an additional promotion right now, and this additional promotion is that until the 10th of October we will double that one again. That means another 10% directly on your cash account. So that means that you will now have 20% in your first order bonus. That's cool, right? And it goes directly to the cash account. So 20% instead of the 5 that before went to the cash account. So I personally think that's really good. And then of course we made another little plus, because we thought, well, until the 10th of October, a lot of you guys out there are new, you're starting, you're working, and you need some help from your uplines. So we thought, okay, until the 10th of October, let's also give your first upline and your second upline 5% each for helping you, for assisting you, for learning you, for educating you. So that means you can grow your teams faster right now. So actually 30% of everything coming in just in the beginning, from the first order bonus, we give out to you and your upline. So I think that's a really great thing. Another thing is that the binary bonus is opening much easier right now with a mix of any package. So you can just take small packages on one side and other side of your leg, and it opens up. The only thing you need is 200 PCV, so personally customer volume. So you can basically have any kind of package yourself and acquire 2 customers, which, for example, take what we call it the fun pack. It's similar to the old silver, and for 438, one of those ones in each side, or some other small packages in each side, just multiplying up to 200 PCV in each side, and your binary bonus is open. So actually that's really good. But the good thing about it is actually that we didn't just open your binary bonus easier, we also doubled it. We've just doubled the binary bonus from 10% to 20%. 20% in binary bonus. I don't know many companies in network marketing that give 20% of binary bonus. So, I mean, that's a great one for you guys out there, I'm sure. So that makes us really, really excited. So the cool thing is then on top of that actually, why not make it also with binary bonus, so make it a little bit easier with the matching bonus. That's just like we were thinking about different things and say, good, so when the binary opens, then the first level of matching bonus should of course open, right? I mean, it wasn't that easy before you had to be a gold and have gold on each side. Now you just have to have your 200 personal customer volume in each side of your legs, and first level of matching bonus 3% is open. So another cool, great things for you guys out there. So I mean, I think it's fantastic. It's really good. And of course we didn't cut anything in the other end, so you still have 7 levels deep and you still have your 25% on matching bonus. And we didn't touch anything about the max earning, so the binary earnings are still 100,000 euro per week, and the matching bonus max is also still 25,000 euro. So you're still up to around the 500,000 a month for maximum earnings per month. So it's, I mean, this is insanely good, all these things that we made with this. So actually, basically, even with a lower turnover, you can get more money into your cash account easier. So that's good, right? So we have done it, everything here for you to make it easier for you, and actually we've been testing all the different things and it works perfectly. It's good, it's really good. So we are looking forward to all you guys starting that on Monday. So Monday the 5th of September, this new whole system will start. So then you can take a look at all the great packages, because in the packages there are also some things which were not before. So there are more products inside your packages. So extra thanks to you again. So next week we're also going to send out a great little video which telling you and your contacts about the GCC group, the sync, and of course how everything works. It's a good little teaser video. I like it. It's going to be great for you guys. So this about that there are more products in your packages. This is really great. You should take a look there on Monday. You'll get more 3D technology in them, and I think us being on the front end of the wave on 3D technology, with this very big thing happening in the world, will be a big plus for us in the future. So look forward to that. I absolutely think that these offers are great. So I think that the company is better, the concept is better, there are more products included, and all our affiliates earn more money faster. I mean, it's fantastic. So this new system is a little bit different than the old system. So we have a migration of the points and everything into, and we have very big respect for our affiliates. So we have been taking special care about this migration process, that the new system is working the best possible way for both all old affiliates and all new coming ones. So our existing affiliates will actually benefit more than anyone by switching the new system, because, well, it's a kind of way of us saying thank you for being patient with us and being with us for all this time, even in the hard times. So I think it's a fair thing for you guys that actually you get a little bit extra out of the new system. So people with existing positions, for example, will get directly access to the level that we bought earlier. So if you had a silver before, it would be the same as if you now would have sold some packages which reached that level. So that's everything very simple, very good, very clear. So all existing affiliates will actually get a better payment plan than now. So it could be, for example, let's say a platinum package sold earlier or sold before Monday the 5th. They have a higher immediate earning potential, including the 3D Hub, because they are sold under the old condition. With the new conditions, then you have to sell your personal customer volume to get to the level on this sync wheel, and this is according to the law. So nothing we can do about that one. But actually, the way that all the old affiliates have it now, they have already that position that they bought here before the 5th. So that's just perfect for them. So this is super. So all these old PVs are going to be converted into the new PCV points according to all the new rules, and they're going to be converted very nicely. See, the most important factor about this is that even if you're a tin or a bronze or iron, silver, whatever it might be, you're always, if you were active enough as even one of the smallest package types, then you can actually on the sync wheel for how much transaction fees you can earn on the different things, actually wake up and be even a gold level in the level earnings that you can get from transaction fees. So actually the old affiliate can benefit very much for this. And this is of course because the most important factor in the new law regulations is customer sales. So if you have sold more product to customers, then of course you will have a higher level. So that's actually very good. So well, switching to the new system, you can only win. All the old valid PV points, we are moving to the new binary points, one-to-one. So by valid means that if we had fraud or other situations where we had promised payments which were not realized, then they will not be counted, because, well, we can't do it because of the law and because of accounting audit. But everything which is real, it will definitely be converted one-to-one, so we'll get all your points. So transactions and transition of all these different things, it's like, we know that this might be a few changes. You have to read all this new great material we are going to have ready for you here now. So to get to know all these rules a little bit better, then here from the 5th and a few days more, let's maybe say the 19th, we will give you the possibility still to join, upgrade your positions and do those old things and upgrading according to the old rules, so that you just have a chance to put yourself into the new rules and see the difference between the things. I think it's a fair thing for all you guys out there to have a little bit of time to take a look and at the things. And well, again, I only see that you are in a winning position. So you can simply just buy or upgrade for the price difference now, if you would like to. After the 5th or after this small little transition period is running out, you cannot do it between the packages, the upgrade thing, because there's products in the packages. So well, generally we will release some detailed information about this new, exciting, cool compensation plan and the way that we are migrating all the points and so on. And probably just in the end of this company call, they will have everything ready for you. So our support team is ready to answer your questions. So don't hesitate to ask any questions, because you might have some. And we will do everything we can to answer all these things in the best possible way. And like I said, everything will be valid and efficient for all new members going in on the site from Monday morning, the 5th. And one great thing that we also can say is that the GCC group now also accepts like direct credit card payments. So that means you go in still on the STP, but without opening an STP account, you just type in your credit card number and it's done. So you can use now direct credit card payments also on the system. And well, you'll probably get a phone call from STP. They do that to ensure fraud and things like this. And they will just verify the payment. Is it you? Did you do it? And so on and so on. And well, I think that's a very good thing that we put some extra security on those things. And I would maybe even suggest you could give your card provider a call and say, I'm going to make this and this call, this is the payment, and then when you've done it, it goes right through, then there's not any questions. So it might be a good idea to do. You probably know that when using cards around. So the thing with the credit cards payment directly, that's a great thing. I'm sure that a lot of you guys out there have been waiting for it. So the business strategy had been revised just a little bit. There was no choice other than to implement all these necessary modifications to the system to make our business safe ASAP. And that meant putting existing resources and find additional work to do this. And that meant that the guys here really spend day and night a lot during the summer to make everything new and great for you guys out there. So well, I want to thank all those guys for doing such a great job, and I'm sure you're going to love all these super modifications we made. See, some of the priorities and dates that we've had in the system also have to be revised a tiny little bit. And we will get back to these small things with you also regarding this restructuring process. But we know that what we all been waiting for, right? I mean, everybody. If you look at it, it's like despite the amount of work, and let's say that we didn't expect and we didn't plan, then we managed to keep the 3D Hub launch date. So it's opening for registration of the print points the 27th of September. So we later can like really launch the whole worldwide 3D hub. So that means that we're giving priority to our affiliates to register first, so that they get the first priority to join as the 3D print points on the 3D hub site. So it's going to be great to spread the 3D knowledge and the prints all over the world and be a part of this new great adventure coming. So the thing is that the next ecosystem products will appear one by one, according also to the network growth, of course, just like we already said. And well, we will get back to some of the details regarding this when we finish this ongoing process. So another great news for me today. Actually, this is like a super big, cool news. We've had a lot of interest in the GCC coin from online companies, big online companies, shops who are actually interested in accepting the GCC coin. We spent a lot of time on it, but actually we also had some very pleasant talks with a very large online payment merchant, which also might be interested in the GCC coin. So that means that this year, we're already in September, so very soon our wallets will be launched and the GCC coin will be public. And well, who knows what else will happen this year. I can only say it looks great, it looks fantastic. We've had so much to do during this summer. It's been really a powerful thing here, the whole building been buzzing with work, and it looks great. It looks really great. So I can only say to all you guys out there, keep going, keep growing, and now better and safe. So remember what I always say. Everything you can imagine is real. Thank you.